The Russian forces launched a crazy attack on this hill, close to Avdiivka, in the Donetsk region. This hill is artificial, made of the waste of coal mines in the region. This hill has become a strong point of defense for the Ukrainians. The Russians amassed hundreds of troops and armored vehicles down the hill, and this is what the soldiers could see face them. The Russian infantry was supposed to climb the hill under the cover of tanks. The Russians opened fire at the Ukrainian positions on the hill with their tanks and anti-tank missiles. But then, dozens of Russian armored vehicles were destroyed by grenade and mine-dropping drones, artillery, and mines. Apparently only one Russian soldier managed to get to the mountain, and almost reached the first level, before losing his life. So, the attack was a failure. U.S. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby commented that the Russians once again resorted to waves of poorly trained and equipped soldiers. I found this information in the currently most viewed videos about Ukraine on YouTube. I share my list of top 10 viewed videos in the description below and on my website at thomasmore.org. I hope you will have a look at my website. It is free and without login. It gives the 10 most viewed videos on YouTube about the Israel-Hamas conflict, the 10 most viewed videos on YouTube about the Russian war in Ukraine, the 5 most viewed videos on YouTube of people against military support to Ukraine, and market indicators related to the conflicts, currency rates, oil, and gas. Here is a quick introduction to today's videos. CNN News 18 and Inquisers broadcast live videos about the Israel-Hamas conflict. Al Jazeera published a video showing Israeli forces shooting at Hamas soldiers. The Telegraph published a video that shows Israelis rave when Hamas paraglided in and started shooting. Channel 4 News gives a summary of the situation in Israel and Gaza. Israeli tanks line up at the Gaza border and Israel is urging the Gazans to flee the north for safety. The Rafah crossing to Egypt remains shut. Hospitals in Gaza are running out of generator fuel and basic supplies. People struggle to find food, water, and safety. The UN estimates almost half of Gaza's population has left their homes. Tensions are escalating in the West Bank and Israel closed its border with Lebanon after a Hezbollah missile attack. Gaza's health ministry reports over 2,450 people killed. There are growing anger and